And now,
Hire Away with Collins Harlan.
Okay, so welcome to Hire Away. This time we're live at Orlando's job fair. It's the Job News Job Fair. And Hire Away, by the way, we're a show where we talk about jobs, we talk about business, but we also talk to and with the people that operate those businesses and do those jobs. So fitting that we're here at the job fair. You're going to meet Mary. Mary is at lunch right now, but we'll be introducing you to her. And you're going to be hearing from some of these job seekers. 3 different types of job seekers. 2 of them are, one of them is general labor, looking for general labor jobs. One of them is looking more for logistics. And the other one's actually seeking an opportunity in IT. But without any further ado, let's get on with that. Let's talk to some of the job seekers that are here.
Hire Away!
Okay, so we're here at the beautiful Orlando's Convention Center and Banquet Facility at the Job News Job Fair here in Maryland Heights. And we have Brandon, what's your last name?
Frost.
Mr. Brandon Frost here, who is attending the job fair looking for his next opportunity. Brandon, can you tell us a little bit about what kind of work you've done?
I've done far too many jobs over my lifetime. I'm a semi-professional everything, to be honest with you.
A jack of all trades.
Master of a few.
Gotcha.
But the most recent ones were I used to build Dollar Generals.
Wow.
I went around the Midwest building new Dollar Generals. We would hang, tape, and paint them.
Wow. So that's drywall.
Drywall, yeah. Drywall.
That's a hard, not many people have that skill anymore, it seems like.
It's surprising.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it is hard work.
Are you looking to stay in that, or what are you here for? Like, you came here for a different type of job, or?
Out here trying to find a job. It's been too long since I've been in the workforce, so I need to get back into it.
So let me throw some things at you, because there's a lot of companies that are going to see this.
Right.
The first thing they're going to pick up on is your skill with drywall, mud, and tape.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, those guys are really thin these days. They're hard to, the good ones, which I'm assuming you are.
Right. I am a fairly decent drywall finisher.
Gotcha. What about other stuff? Like you said, you're a jack of all trades, and you followed it up real quickly with, but a master of none. That's, but
of a
not
few.
Of a few, you said. I stand corrected. So what else are you good at?
I've done a lot of painting.
Okay.
I have also done, I've worked outside a lot of my life. Everybody can mow grass, but
you might be surprised.
You might be surprised. Currently, I'm working in a warehouse, running a pallet jack and a walk-behind forklift.
Okay.
So those are always good skills to have.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Especially in this area, there's the logistics. There's a lot of logistics here in warehousing. Yeah.
I have also been a overnight janitor.
Okay.
At one of the biggest venues in Seattle.
Seattle. Wow.
Yeah. I used to live out in Seattle, and I worked at the Tacoma Dome.
Wow.
Trying to mop out the Tacoma Dome takes a while.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. Probably just trying to walk around the Tacoma Dome.
Oh, yeah.
Takes a while. But so you're pretty much open. It feels like to me you're just kind of looking for anything that comes at you, and you're going to consider that. But you have these really great skills like painting and drywall, mud and tape. Would you consider another job if like somebody contacted you based on this video?
Of course.
Like in that field? Like,
of course.
Yeah. Okay, good. Because I can almost guarantee you that somebody's going to see this and think, oh, we need that guy. So, but, so what kind of hobbies do you have? What do you do in your spare time when you're not working?
I read a lot.
Excellent. What do you read?
Lately I've been reading a bunch of mangas, but I'm a nerd. I like anime and I like mangas.
Have you ever been into science fiction? Well,
of course.
Manga is, it's in that genre, basically. It's just manga.
Right.
Yeah.
The most recent series I read was Game of Thrones.
Okay. Everyone knows that one.
Working on that one now.
Yeah.
And other than that,
I like science fiction. I used to read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh,
series.
yeah, I love it.
Douglas Adams, you like that one? Yeah. When I was a kid, that got me through high school because it was just so wacky and comical and clever, and You know, I never really fit into any one group in high school. So, you know,
Right.
Not that this is about me.
Well, one of my favorites was A Voyage to Arcturus.
To our what?
A Voyage to Arcturus.
Arcturus. Gotcha.
Yeah. It talks about the closest star in the sky that we can see.
Gotcha.
What is it, Alpha Centauri?
Yeah.
And it's a binary star system.
Yeah.
And a guy gets teleported there. After he gets teleported there, he turns into an alien with a completely different appendage
Interesting.
that has a completely different sense of feelings,
Interesting.
which I find very interesting.
Yeah.
How do you describe something that nobody has?
What a great author that must have been. Who wrote that?
I cannot remember the author's name.
It's called A Voyage to Arcturus.
A Voyage to Arcturus.
So anyone can look that up.
Yeah.
Well, I like the fact that you're into reading. You told me something just a few moments ago about your last name. You're Brandon Frost, and of course, everybody knows Robert Frost. Are you guys related?
Yes.
No way. How are you? I mean, I believe you, but that just still blows my mind. He's your what?
I think it's great uncle.
Oh, wow. How cool, man.
Yeah.
That is really cool. I used to have a book of his collected poetry. I don't know, what it was called. I didn't get it. It was actually in our house,
Right.
So he was so beloved and everything. But that's really cool. So anybody out there that is looking for he's open to anything, but he has really good drywall, painting, mudding, and taping, warehouse. Are you on LinkedIn?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Get on LinkedIn, man. But he's not on LinkedIn, but what you can do is give me a call or just leave a comment. Tell me you're interested in talking to Brandon, and I'll hook you guys up through email or phone number or whatever he prefers. Brandon, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
And good luck on that job search.
Thank you.
Okay, we're sitting here now with Joshua Pontius. Am I saying that right?
Yes, sir.
And Joshua, you've been through kind of a funk for a few years, depression and things of that nature.
Yes, sir. It's been quite a ride.
But the key is you've been through a program. You sought help,
Yes.
and they helped you get out of that funk. It's called the Salvation Army ARC program. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And I know about that program. I speak there every once in a while, and I'm a big fan of it. And the people that come out of that program do very well. So high hopes for you, man.
Thank you.
And what kind of work have you done in the past?
Landscaping, janitorial, housekeeping, tree trimming.
Wow. A lot of hard stuff.
Yes.
This is physical stuff. It takes
Custodian work.
custodial work.
Yes.
Nice. So you're open to any of that.
Yes.
I can tell you, and if anybody out there is looking for someone who's just seeking an opportunity, not looking at it as a job, more of an opportunity to get to the next level in their life, you should contact Joshua. I can tell you right now that landscaping and construction is starting to really pick up, and it's hard to find people like you that have a reason to work and keep a job, and want to get in there and covet that job, keep it and work at it and show up every day. You'd be surprised how many people just slough things off. So it's really cool that you used the word earlier, opportunity. Yeah.
Yes.
Because there's a difference.
Looking for opportunities.
Yeah. So if you got a job, let's say somebody out there reaches out to you and you take a job in landscaping or whatever.
Forklifting.
Yeah. Forklift or even custodial, whatever it is, and you work that and you work your way up a little bit. What do you see yourself doing like in 3 years, 5 years? How do you see that going?
No, it depends on what job contacts me.
Gotcha.
Forklifting, I would like to maybe be supervisor.
Yeah, work your way up.
Work my way up as much as my education will let me.
Sure. Are you open to furthering your education a little bit?
Yes.
See, and folks out there, that's what I'm talking about. Here's a guy who has a reason to work. He's motivated. He's going to be there on time. Anybody that wants to get a hold of him, he's not stopping there. He's open to, he wants to climb the ladder, And he will, I believe that. And he's even open to furthering his education to do it. So what I would say is I think you're looking at some good days ahead of you here, man.
I certainly hope so.
I liked you since the moment we've only known each other for what, like a half hour, 45 minutes. But I liked you as soon as you came up to our booth. I loved your energy and I loved your attitude, and having a good attitude and good attendance.
Yeah.
That's like 99% of what customers are looking for. They can train you to do anything, you know, but they can't train people who aren't going to be there to be trained.
That's true.
So I want to thank you for doing this, Josh. And if anybody needs to get a hold of you, should they just get a hold of me and then I'll get a hold of you?
Yes, I got a phone number and email.
Okay. So what I'll do is, do you feel comfortable giving that out, or you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can contact Josh at 314-203-5809. That's 314-203-5809. He's a busy guy. If you don't get him, leave a message. He'll get back to you. And if that doesn't work, get a hold of me, leave a comment, email me, and I'll have his resume handy and I'll make sure that I connect you. But Josh, thank you so much. You're going to do great.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, next up we have Jay France, and Jay is very interesting. He's a chess player and a really good one, and we're going to talk about that. But first, Jay, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to the job fair.
Thank you so much.
And you're looking to expand in IT, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
So any IT firms out there, any technology companies, any startups even, you open to startups?
I am. Yep.
Please tune in on this interview here because he's got some things to present. So before IT, you did a lot of different things. Like it looks
Yep.
like sales associate, assistant manager. So you have some management experience.
I do.
That's
Yep.
valuable.
Some team leader skills too.
That's
It's just not
fantastic.
listed on there.
And that's fantastic. But then you kind of got into IT on the entry level, didn't you?
I did.
With a company called Tech Systems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell me about that a little bit. Like, is that something that it just resonated with you and you wanted to go further with it?
So as a child, I'll say I was maybe 10 or 11, and I decided that that's what I wanted to do. I've always tried to take electronics apart. I've always
That's
tried
awesome.
to figure out how my computer worked at home.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of birthed this desire to learn more about computers.
That's really funny. I'm not a tech guy, but I remember taking all my games apart. I just
Yes.
couldn't resist it. So
Yeah.
you're one of those guys.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have that in common.
Yeah.
So, I feel like you're going to do really well because I'm told that St. Louis is kind of becoming a IT hub center. You have anything to say about that? Do you find that to be true?
I do agree with that to a certain extent. I think a lot of companies now, they like to outsource for IT roles, or even hire within, which can be a problem for people who went to school or desire to grow and, learn more in the IT field. So I think outsourcing could be an issue in the future.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hadn't thought of that actually, but yeah, I'm kind of sad to hear that, but I get it.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little more competitive here on the ground,
Absolutely.
on the street. But yet, I can't imagine that there aren't firms out there. I mean, there's all sizes of different ventures. There's somebody out there who's watching this and thinking, gosh, we could use a guy like that. He's got a little, he might have to maybe up his certifications a little bit, because that's one thing you told me too, is you're going for a lot more certifications.
Yes. Yep. So in the IT field, a lot of people hang their hats on being certified, just black and white, just to say, hey, I have the credentials to get this done. I know how to do this. On the job experience is also good, but having certifications kind of solidifies your knowledge in IT.
Because you can't fake that.
You can't.
You either have the certification or you don't.
Correct.
Are there times where, like, you have a certain level of IT experience and you're looking to just grow as far as you can? Are there companies out there that will take on someone at your stage and help them attain more certifications?
Yes. I think they have to view you as kind of like an investment. There has to be a starting point for the hiring manager or whatever department you're working for.
Yeah.
And I think those companies would be willing to pay for your certification or schooling or training to help you get certified.
That's interesting. You brought up a word that makes sense, and you clearly are worth it because you nailed it. That company would have to view you as an investment.
Yes.
Not just your certification, but you.
Yes.
And what you told me, before this and everything, you're very cerebral, and you're also a father.
I am.
So you're trying to get as high as you can go. I know what that feels like. I'm a dad, and you love figuring out how things work. You love playing chess. You told me, I'm just going to ask you, what do you do in your spare time?
Yeah, so in my spare time, the number one thing that I do, I love to play chess. So whether it be going to the Chess Club Hall of Fame here in St. Louis, I play a lot online on my phone or my MacBook.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just absolutely enjoy playing chess primarily, but also I'm a family guy too, so I spend a lot of time with my kids,
Sure.
my wife.
Nice.
Spend a lot of time with
You're
them.
a family man. You're very cerebral. I'd imagine you're probably going to teach your kids, if you haven't already, to play chess.
I try to. They're a little too young, but I think naturally they like to do what I like. So
Yeah.
I think they'll say, "Hey, Dad, how do you play? Teach me."
It's such a great mental exercise, I think. I'm not really good at it like you.
Yeah, it can make your brain hurt if you play too much.
But I think it's good because it's not a game where some people just go through life too fast, and they need to slow down and think. Chess almost forces you to do that. And that's how I view it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So we talked about you looking for your next IT position. I'm going to ask you two questions. Here's the first one.
Uh-oh.
If you had a free wish, what would your dream next, realistically now, your next dream IT gig, your next IT dream gig, what would it be?
I would love to be a project manager. I feel that goal is reachable for me. But realistically, help desk is fine. Help desk, tier 1, tier 2 support.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
So you've got a goal to run towards, and you're going to have to take a few steps. But I agree with you, by the way. And I'm not an IT guru, but a project manager, you have the team leadership piece in there, and management. So I can see why you're thinking in that way.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a weird spot. Like I have some experience as a manager, team lead experience, some IT, entry level IT.
Sure.
So it's kind of like I have to mesh them together, and also I have to have an opportunity from a company. A company have to see, hey, I want to give this guy opportunity.
So you heard that out there. Jay is he's just looking for an opportunity. He's okay coming in at help desk, but he has ambitions and goals. He's got a family. He's a smart guy, and he's driven. So if you're out there, I know I have a huge IT demographic on my social media. So I know somebody out there is watching this and is hearing this. So if that's you, if you're able to have a conversation with Jay, call him up and see what you think. But I think it's worth it. So, and you can always reach out to me and leave a comment or email me. But Jay, say there is somebody that wants to get a hold of you. How do they do that?
Yeah. So my direct email is javinfrance@gmail.com. That is JAV as in Victor, I as in India, N as in Nancy. My last name is France, like the country, FRANCE @gmail.com. And also you can reach me by my cell phone, whether you call or text me, 314-591-0461.
Jay France, a good investment to make in your company. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Man.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so we're at the Job News Job Fair, as you know, in at Orlando's, and it's winding down actually. But as you can see, it's still pretty populated. So it's been a good job fair. We've had some good interviews. We've had some good personal marketing shots. So let's take a walk and talk about some of the vendors that are here. We've got Enterprise Mobility right there. We've got a company called Cat Sam Property Services. It's good. We've got Natoli, and we've got all kinds. I think we have Friendship Village. We have Waffle Company. I think, what else is here? We have Stiefel. We have Project Clear, First Community Bank. There's a ton of them, and we'll put up the full vendor list. And here we have our Labor Finders booth, which Mary and I were at, but Mary's at lunch, so let's go surprise her real quick. We're just going to lunch. We have St. Louis County Department of Justice Services, Dobbs Tire and Auto, that's a big one, Bethesda Health, Main Event, and then in here, this is where we want to be, right here. Look at this, lunch. Look at this spread. Somebody saved us a spot. All right. So, hi, gentlemen. Good. This is Mary. Mary is our assistant branch manager. No, she's our branch manager. My apologies. No, I'm just stupid. Anyway, this is Mary. She's our branch manager in North St. Louis, and she's been working hard all day, and now it's time for lunch, and we're going to join her. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining us, and be sure and stay tuned for the Job of the Week, and join us next Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll let you know. Take care.
Hire away with Collins Harlan.